Lewis with NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network. Week 2 kicked off in Miami as the Bills beat the Dolphins 31-10. Buffalo's 5th straight win over the Dolphins. The Bills moved to 2-0. Miami falls to 1-1. For Buffalo, Josh Allen threw for 139 yards and a touchdown. James Cook had 3 touchdowns on the day. He ran for 78 yards and 2 scores and caught a 17-yard touchdown as well. Bad news, though, for the Bills. Linebacker Terrell Bernard left in the first quarter with a pectoral injury and did not return. Meanwhile, for Miami, Tua Tagovailoa left late in the third quarter with a concussion after taking a hit by Bills safety Damar Hamlin on a 4th down scramble. Tua threw 3 interceptions on the night, 2 in the first quarter, then a pick 6 to Jamarcus Ingram in the third. Tyreek Hill was held to just 24 receiving yards. Devon Achane was active despite an ankle injury. He had 165 total yards and caught a touchdown. This has been NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network.
Hi, welcome to Staples. Hi, I hear Staples can print everything for my business. Sure can. And the quality is guaranteed? Absolutely. Plus, you'll beat any price quote. Is that right? For sure. How about this one? We'll beat it. Can you print menus, signs, and flyers? Sure can. How about blueprints? No problem. What about red prints? Not a real thing. What if they were? We'd print them, and they'd look amazing.
Now at Staples, print more, save more. Up to $150 off your print purchase. Ends 11/2. Exclusions apply. Visit staples.com/print for offer details and staples.com/price match for in-store price match guarantee.
This is the story of the One. As a facility technician installing a new welding station, he knows getting the ventilation right is critical for safety. That's why when questions arise, there's Grainger. Grainger offers detailed technical product information online at his fingertips, so it's easy to find what he needs. Because when it comes to safety, having answers means he and his people can breathe a little easier. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
We are the Imperial Valley's AM 1230 KXO, El Centro, California. Happy Friday, the 13th day of September, 2024. It seems to me it's our first Friday the 13th in a while. I don't remember the last one, but then there are a lot of things I don't remember, like where did I put my keys? What happened to my glasses? Oh, they're on my head. Okay. It is Friday the 13th, and I recommend you protect yourself. Carry a horseshoe with you at all times today, but I also recommend that you first detach the shoe from the horse. In the newsroom, it's Jared Anchondo. Good morning, Jared.
Good morning, Carroll.
Any particular superstitions?
Oh, I got my lucky clover, you know.
Okay. And how many leaves on the clover?
I got 4 on it.
Okay.
Hopefully it'll do me a little good today.
Yeah. I really don't have superstitions. I think the only one I really can recall, my junior year in high school, during football season, I never washed the undershirt I wore under my shoulder pads.
Boy, you stank.
Well, so did everybody else in the locker room, but we were winning, and as long as we were winning, I wasn't going to wash my lucky T-shirt.
Fair enough.
Yeah, and it worked because we went undefeated and won the state championship.
Oh, wow.
So,
what? Hey.
It worked.
You know what? You may have converted me to that.
Yeah, okay. Anyway, there are, around baseball and football and sports in particular, there are all sorts of superstitions. There's some pitchers, when they come off the mound, they will not step on the baseline.
Oh, so, I heard a good one. Boxers, they never wash the mouthpiece.
Yeah. I suppose. Anyway, in the news, we'll get to this. The iconic Campbell Soup Company is changing its name. After 155 years, the company is dropping soup from its corporate name. It will now be called the Campbell's Company. So I think that's pretty clear. No soup for you. Okay.
They plan on expanding into who knows what else.
Well, they've added brands like Goldfish, pretzels from Snyder's of Hanover, Cape Cod, and Pepperidge Farm, and, stoner brands, right?
Basically.
Yeah, okay. So it's weekend coming up, we'll touch on the football, high school football action that's coming up. It's going to be a beautiful night in the neighborhood for high school football. Go to a game. And if you go to a game, take along your radio or your device and listen to high school football. Mickey Dale, George Grijalva in I want to say Flagstaff, but Fallbrook for Imperial tonight on the web, kxoradio.com. John Driffel and I will be in El Centro, Spartan Field, and it will be the Spartans, and it'll be the Mustangs of Otay Ranch.
Oh, that'll be a good game.
Okay. Birthdays today. Are you ready?
Birthdays.
Actor Barbara Bain is 93. Actor Ellen Fulton, 91. Singer David Clayton Thomas of Blood, Sweat, and Tears, 83. Actor Jacqueline Bisset, 80. Singer Peter Cetera of Chicago is 80. Actor Christian Estabrook is 74. Actor Gene Smart, 73. Randy Jones of The Village People, 72. Also celebrating actor Isaiah Whitlock Jr., 70. Actor Jerry Jewell, 68. Comedian Jeff Ross, 59. Actor Louis Mandelaar is 58. Actor Roger Howarth is 56. Actor Dominic Fumusa is 55. Also, actor Ben Savage of Boy Meets World, 44. Singer Niall Horan is 31. Actor Mitch Holman is 29. Local birthdays, we got a bunch. Happy birthday, Monica Medina, Andy Estrada, Lizeth Sanchez, Isabel Ortiz, David Gloria Sr., Keith Archibald, Rodrigo Velasco, Jerry Coffer, Charisma Martinez, Tatiana Ledoux, Emma Elizabeth Ibarra, Michelle Herrera, Joe Orozco, Victoria Matus, Mario Mendoza, Rita Cortez, Steve Wilson, Veronica Ramos, Joshua Aon, Francine Dolente, Veronica Arambula, and Vicky Zamora. Happy birthday from KXO. And again, it is Friday the 13th, and again, I'm not worried about it. I'm wearing my lucky sock. Yeah, for a while I had two lucky socks, but one of them was totally burned when my foot got struck by lightning. So
might
we'll
have a
stick
hole
with
in
the
it.
one.
Yeah.
Okay. Are we ready for news?
News time.
Okay, we're going to jump in with a look at World and California news headlines right now. All brought to you by the Imperial County Air Pollution Control District, delivering real-time updates about the air that you breathe, I breathe, we all breathe the air.
CBS News Brief. Boeing factory workers in Washington state have begun the first strike against the airplane manufacturer in 16 years. CBS's Chris Van Cleve.
Boeing machinists were seeking a 40% raise and a return of pensions. That is a no-go for the company. Workers also complained about the removal of some bonuses that had been in the previous contract.
Firefighters in California just beginning to gain control over 3 wildfires that have destroyed dozens of buildings. CBS LA's Rick Martinez.
A lot of the area around here in these Southern California mountains are difficult to get to. Some of them don't have roads to access, so fire crews have to hike into these areas. Some of them are too steep for crews to even hike into.
The crowd erupted at a rally in Grand Rapids for Democratic vice presidential nominee Tim Walz. They chanted, "We are not eating cats," about GOP misinformation on migrants eating their pets. CBS News Brief. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
The Imperial County Air Pollution Control District delivers real-time information about the quality of the air you breathe. Visit the website at apcd.imperialcounty.org to stay informed about air quality around the valley. The website also includes information for upcoming meetings, programs, and there's access to the dust cams set up around the valley. Visit apcd.imperialcounty.org today.
California headline news as fires continue to burn around Southern California. A man accused of deliberately setting one of them appears in court. 34-year-old Justin Alstenberg charged with several arson counts in connection with the line fire. DA Jason Anderson says 3 incendiary devices were found, indicating Alstenberg was trying to set others as well.
Arson is just one of those crimes that is, to me, unbelievably despicable because it's a head-scratcher. There's no value to be had out of arson.
A motive for allegedly setting the fire is not clear. Fire crews appear to be getting the upper hand on the airport fire in Riverside and Orange counties, but some new dash cam audio illustrates how dangerous it was. A man and his dog rescued as flames loomed feet away.
Hey, can I get you out of here? I don't care. Bring the dog. Let's go, man. I want you out of here. Get in, slide over. Just push all that stuff out of the way. Are you injured?
No, I'm fine.
Is anybody in this house?
No, she left.
Several small aftershocks reported after Thursday's 4.7 earthquake that hit near Malibu. No serious damage or injuries. Jeff Scott, California News.
World in California News headlines brought to you this morning by the Imperial County Air Pollution Control District. Log on to imperialvalleyair.org for real-time information about the air that we breathe.
I had been starting to be sick all the time at work, so I went to the doctor. He asked if people in the office smoked. He identified it as being exposed to secondhand smoke. I decided to sue. It was worth it in the end, California being the first state to be smoke-free in workplaces and restaurants in the country.
Andrea was part of a historic movement to ban smoking in the workplace. Learn how she and other Californians are fighting big tobacco at undo.org.
Hi, I'm Rachel, and I have a serious heart condition called hypertrophic cardiomyopathy, or HCM. Some symptoms include being short of breath, feeling tired, or having dizziness or chest pain. I still had symptoms on my beta blocker, so I asked my cardiologist about any treatment advances. It was a breakthrough for me. That's why I'm working with Bristol-Myers Squibb to raise awareness about HCM and to help others like me. Talk to your cardiologist today and visit hcmrealtalk.com for more information.
Sponsored by Bristol-Myers Squibb.
And it's page 1 of the local news. It is a service of El Centro Motors, Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers. 3 locations to serve you at El Centro Motors in the Brawley Auto Center, Highway 86 and Julia Drive, at the Imperial Valley Mall, and of course, mobile service vans that come to you and don't charge extra for that service.
KXO News. Martinez Sanchez found guilty. Sal Martinez Sanchez has been found guilty of 15 felony counts of various sex crimes against a child. Here's George Gale with details.
Sanchez was charged with crimes against a Kxo girl that started when the youth was 6 years old and continued for several years. The girl first reported the crimes to the Kxo police in June 2022 when she was 13 years old. Kxo police investigators took over the case, and with the Imperial County Victim Witness Program, the Imperial County District Attorney's Bureau of Investigations, and the California Department of Justice, and the Imperial County Sheriff's Office were able to bring the charges. The jury also found true the aggravating factor that the victim was a particularly vulnerable victim on all counts. Sentencing is scheduled for October 28th before Judge Plourde. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
POW MIA Recognition Day. All prisoners of war will be honored. It'll be held on September 20th. The VA San Diego is hosting the event at the Jennifer Moreno VA Medical Center in La Jolla. It will be on POW MIA Recognition Day. The theme, You Are Not Forgotten. All veterans and their families are invited to participate. They will honor all prisoners of war, former POWs, and those still missing in action. The event will be held at the top deck of the Parking Garage 1 at the Medical Center. It starts at 10 a.m. on Friday, September 20th. KXO Local News Time, 7:42.
Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers have the best price on name brand tires guaranteed. Now we're talking Michelin, Pirelli, Dunlop, Bridgestone, Continental, and more. See a Quick Lane service advisor and get the best price guaranteed. Remember, Quick Lane services all makes and all models, and they're conveniently located in the Brawley Auto Center, at the Imperial Valley Mall, at El Centro Motors, and their new mobile service van comes to you with no added charge.
El Centro DMV office, California Department of Motor Vehicles, issues a statement. Here is George Gale.
They say the El Centro DMV office has reopened. It was closed on August 23rd for remediation. The DMV says the remediation is complete. The El Centro office opened Thursday morning at 8 a.m. Department of Motor Vehicles performed a thorough air quality test to ensure the environment meets stringent health and safety standards required for the staff and the public. Residents are encouraged to take advantage of the reopening by applying for a real ID, which requires an office visit to complete the application. Starting at May 7, 2025, U.S. Department of Homeland Security will require a valid passport or another federally approved document like a real ID, driver's license, or identification card to board flights within the United States and access secure federal facilities and military bases. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
Men's Cancer Care Group, a support group for men diagnosed with cancer, has been formed. The Men's Cancer Care Group is open to men with a recent diagnosis of cancer, in treatment or in remission. According to information from the group, experiences, strength, and hope will be offered to help men cope with and understand both emotions and challenges that come with cancer. The group will meet Saturday, September 14th at 10 a.m. at First Christian Church on Waterman Avenue in El Centro. That's it for page 1 of local news. Page 2 and weather up next.
Page 1 of the local news, a service of El Centro Motors Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers with 3 locations and mobile service vans ready to serve. Quick Lane, they service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment.
And then the unthinkable happened.
Oh, no.
As he maneuvered through narrow rows, gliding under low-hanging branches, honing in on his target.
Full body chills.
He lifted his right hand and adjusted his ergonomically placed controls, continuing a productive evening in the orchard protecting this year's crop. Because John Deere's specialty tractors are loaded with options, so you can confidently complete any task in front of you. Uncover more at johndeere.com/specialty.
And it's page 2 of the local news with a side of weather, brought to you by Burgers and Beer, serving the very best burgers in town. They have daily lunch specials Monday through Friday, and of course, every day, happy hour from 3 till 6 p.m.
El Centro City Council member appointed. The League of California Cities announced an appointment. Here is George Gale.
League President Lynn Kennedy recently made the announcement. She said that they had agreed to appoint El Centro City Council member Tomas Oliva as the vice chair of the Environmental Quality Policy Committee for 2025. Oliva said he was deeply honored by the appointment and that he will do his utmost to represent the city, the valley, and the state in addressing the critical environmental challenges they face. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
Food Bank celebrates. The Imperial Valley Food Bank will celebrate their 5th birthday. The food bank has been feeding Imperial Valley residents for more than 5 years, but they plan to celebrate the anniversary of the completion of their newest building. The building at the intersection of Ayton and Labrucherie in Imperial was completed 5 years ago, but that was at the onset of the COVID-19 pandemic, and few people were able to see inside the building. To celebrate the 5th birthday of the facility, the food bank will host an open house on Saturday, September 14th from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Tours will be given every half hour. There will be food vendors and information available as well. IVFB Executive Director Sarah Griffin encouraged people to visit, adding, "Many people in Imperial Valley invested in us through the construction of this facility, which has allowed us to meet the increasing demand we have seen in the amount of people needing food assistance." The food bank supplies 18 partner agencies, 19 food pantries and shelters, 33 schools, and hosts 14 mobile food pantries each month, serving more than 25,000 residents throughout Imperial County. And portable air purifiers. County Air Pollution Control District has an offer. Here's George Gale.
It is for residents of the Salton Sea communities. They are offering in-home air purifiers to those who qualify. The offer is for residents of Salton City, Vista Del Mar, Salton Sea Beach, Desert Shores, and Bombay Beach. They are all invited to fill out an application to see if they qualify for the in-home air purifiers. Applicants must own or rent private residences or households. Applicants are limited to a single application per household, and they must submit proof of residency with the application. Application assistance by APCD staff will be on September 18th. 9:30 to 11:30 a.m. at the Salton Community Services District, and on the same day at the Bombay Beach Community Services District from 1:30 to 3:30 p.m. And again on Wednesday, September 25th, from 9:30 to 11:30 a.m. at the Bombay Beach Community Services District, and from 1:30 to 3:30 p.m. at the Salton Sea Community Services District. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
KXO News Time, 7:48. We'll take a look at weather in just a moment.
Did you know that Burgers and Beer has happy hour every day from 3 to 6? Get drink specials all day like Margarita Monday, Tonic Tuesday, Wine Down Wednesday, and Thirsty Thursday. Try one of our weekday lunch specials that include a soft drink from only $8 and up for September Happy Mexican Independence Day. Get Modelo Especial 16-ounce for $5.50 and 22-ounce for $6.50. And try our Enchiladas Suizas. Burgers and Beer with 5 locations, proudly serving you, your family, and friends since 1985. Burgers and Beer for the best burger in town.
The National Weather Service says temperatures will continue to cool across the region through early next week, eventually falling to below normal by Monday. Dry and mild conditions are expected lasting through much, if not all, of next week. 103, the high in the valley yesterday. 67, the overnight low. Today, sunny with a high near 101. South wind about 5 miles an hour. Mostly clear tonight with a low around 77. North-northwest wind about 5 miles an hour, becoming south. Sunny on Saturday with a high near 102. East-southeast wind about 5 miles an hour. Sunday will be sunny with a high near 102. West wind 5 to 10 miles an hour, gusting up to 20 miles an hour at times. And right now, 74 degrees. Yeah, 74 degrees, 31% relative humidity. Wind out of the north at 3 miles an hour. Air quality is good in El Centro and Nyland, moderate everywhere else. Local news, page 2, brought to you by Burgers and Beer. The place for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You can bring the family. You can meet your friends at Burgers and Beer.
The CB Stop, located at the corner of Cole and Bowker Road in Calexico, is your one-stop location for ice-cold beer, wine, and your favorite beverages. They have a selection of sandwiches, chips, snacks, ice, and play the lotto, including Powerball and Mega Super Lotto. You can even get fishing bait and a fishing license. The CB Stop has it all, along with a gas station with diesel and a car wash. Open 24 hours a day. The CB Stop, located in Calexico at the corner of Cole and Bowker Road.
And it's Sports Time, brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, an affiliate of the Scripps Health Network, working together to provide you the best care. High school football started last night. Vincent Memorial hosting the Southwest Eagles. The game originally scheduled to be played at Southwest was moved to Calexico, and that's okay. Vincent prevailed 49-0 in that game. Tonight, all sorts of football action in the Valley. Go to a game. El Cajon Valley will be in Holtville. St. Augustine or St. Augustine at Brawley. It'll be Tri-City Christian at Calipatria. Meanwhile, Palo Verde at Coachella Valley. Imperial will travel to Fallbrook. Mickey Dale, George Grijalva will be there to bring you that game live on KXORadio.com. John Driffel and I will be at Cal Jones Field. It'll be Otay Ranch. The Mustangs and the Spartans will be live on AM 1230 on KXORadio.com and on YouTube. Saturday, Francis Parker will visit Calexico. And what happened with the big boys? Thursday night football. Well, the Bills beat the Dolphins 31-10. Yeah, that was a game you heard right here on AM 1230. And don't forget, Sunday, Raiders and the Ravens. Coverage starts at 9:30 Sunday morning on FM 107.5.
Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, ready to serve you and your family for all of your healthcare needs. Let our team of dedicated physicians guide you on your journey to better health. Pioneers is a recognized leader in healthcare and has more than 10 health centers and clinics throughout the Imperial Valley. When the need arises, don't hesitate to come and see us. We have services and locations in Calexico and Raleigh, and of course, our award-winning hospital, Pioneers Memorial. For more information on all Pioneer services, visit www.pmhd.org today.
And Miami Dolphins quarterback Tua Tagovailoa left last night's 31-10 loss to the Bills after sustaining a concussion, another concussion, the third diagnosed concussion of his NFL career. And let's switch over to small ball. In Major League Baseball action, the Rockies, they rolled over the Tigers 4-2. Cardinals clobbered the Reds 6-1. Astros over the Athletics 6-3. Marlins beat the Nationals, same 6-3 score. Yankees nipped the Red Sox 2-1. Juan Soto with a walk-off double. Rays won. They beat the Guardians 5-2. Rangers nipped the Mariners 5-4. Brewers shut out the Giants 3-0. And the Minnesota Twins have released minor league catcher Derek Bender after he told opposing hitters the types of pitches that were coming to the plate during at-bats in a game last week. Yeah, Bender, a sixth-round draft pick out of Coastal Carolina in July, was playing for the Fort Myers Mighty Mussels, the Twins single-A affiliate. Yeah, okay, wasn't that... Yeah, that was in a movie. Okay, here comes a fastball. Well, you could tell me it was coming, and I couldn't hit it anyway. That's it for Sports Time. Sports Time brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District. Log on to pmhd.org for more information about Pioneers. Thank you for choosing Imperial Printers Rocket Copy. In today's highly competitive business climate, your company's image is important. The printed materials your company uses conveys a major part of that image. Our graphic designers have the talent and expertise to create a lasting impression for your business. Imperial Printers Rocket Copy offers virtually any type of business solution to meet your needs, from business cards and stationery to computer forms, full-color brochures, and posters. Let our excellent service and attention to detail provide the best impression for you. Locally owned and operated, Imperial Printers Rocket Copy has locations near you at 430 West Main Street and 100 South 11th Street in El Centro and 184 South Plaza in Brawley. And it's a look at financial news and a brief visit with the weather guy. All brought to you by Southwest Security and Southwest Postal, the only postal box service offering 24-hour-a-day, 365 days a year service. You'll find Southwest Postal at 4th and Heil in El Centro. About 33,000 union members at Boeing have started to walk off the job after they overwhelmingly rejected a proposed 4-year contract with the troubled aircraft manufacturer. The strike, the first at the company in 16 years, will virtually stop commercial airplane production at one of America's biggest manufacturing giants and its largest exporter, dealing a potential blow to the U.S. economy. Depending on the length of the strike, it could cause problems for nearly 10,000 Boeing suppliers, which are found in all 50 states. The company has a total of 150,000 U.S. employees. It estimates its own annual contribution to Americans' economy is $79 billion, supporting 1.6 million jobs directly and indirectly. Meanwhile, Hyundai and General Motors have agreed to look for ways to work together on developing new vehicles, supply chains, and technologies in an effort to cut costs and move more quickly. Global car makers are under intense pressure to come up with new electric electric vehicle and battery technology because they face vehicle emissions regulations around the world. Those research and development efforts could cost tens of billions of dollars. Well, what's happening on the big board? I'm glad you asked, because we're seeing green. The Dow up 316 points at 41,412. The S&P 500 up 26 points at 5621. The NASDAQ right now at 17,660. That's up 92 points. Gold up 26.70 an ounce, and oil up $1.23 a barrel.
Southwest Security has been protecting properties 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, right here in Imperial and Coachella Valleys. Hi, this is Jason Jackson, owner of Southwest Security. I've been in the private security business for over 25 years and have always made it my mission to always provide my clients with the highest quality security services available. Your satisfaction is my number one priority. And don't forget Southwest Postal, the only postal center in Imperial Valley with 24/7, 365 access to your post office box. Access when you need it. Located on the corner of 4th and Heil in El Centro.
It will be sunny today with a high near 101. South wind about 5 miles an hour. Mostly clear tonight, a low around 77. North-northwest wind about 5 miles an hour, then becoming south. Sunny on Saturday with a high near 102. East-southeast wind about 5 miles an hour. Sunny on Sunday with a high again near 102. West winds 5 to 10 miles an hour, gusting up to 20 miles an hour at times. And we have 77 degrees downtown, 28% relative humidity, wind out of the north 3 to 5 miles an hour. Air quality good in El Centro and Nyland, moderate everywhere else. Financial news and a brief look at the weather, all brought to you by Southwest Security, a locally owned company protecting you, your home, your business, 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. CBS News is just ahead. Local news scheduled throughout the day, and local news when it happens on AM 1230 KXO.
The best oldies on the radio. KXO El Centro, the Imperial Valley's local news source.
This is CBS News on the Hour, sponsored by T-Mobile.
I'm Steve Kathan. The prosecutor in Donald Trump's Georgia election interference case was a no-show this morning at a state Senate hearing about whether DA Fani Willis should be removed. CBS's Jared Eggleston.
Her team says that these senators don't have the power to enforce the subpoena, so her team feels like they will handle it in the courts and nothing will happen. But several of the people with the Senate aides that I have spoken with over the last few days, they say that they can enforce the subpoena and that potentially they will take action and hold in contempt further down the line.
The new problem at Boeing is a strike by 33,000 machinists.
Our contract's been overdue for the past 2 years, and it's just not fair for what they offer for right now. And I believe we deserve way better, because without us, there's no Boeing.
And CBS's Chris Van Cleve tells us
Boeing says it is dedicated to resetting its relations with employees and the union. The company says it is ready to get back to the table and try to find a deal. And for good reason, they risk losing up to $1 billion a week if this strike drags on.
Nebraska's Supreme Court says competing measures to expand and limit abortion rights can appear on the November ballot in that state. Campaigning in North Carolina, Vice President Harris tried to make the case for a second debate with Donald Trump.
I believe we owe it to have another debate. We owe it to the voters.
But Trump insisted yesterday there won't be additional debates, and in Arizona, he made a campaign pitch.
We will end all taxes on overtime. You know what that means? Think of that.
Tropical storm Gordon has now formed in the Atlantic. It's forecast to remain over open waters for now. Alleged Mexican drug kingpin El Mayo Zambada has pleaded not guilty in New York to a 17-count indictment accusing him of trafficking and murder. And overseas, a diplomatic row between Moscow and London.
Russia's FSB security service says it's revoked the accreditation of 6 British diplomats after accusing them of spying and sabotage. Britain's describing the accusations as completely baseless. Moscow chose to announce last month's expulsions today, just hours before British Prime Minister Keir Starmer was meeting President Biden to discuss ramping up support for Ukraine. Vicky Barker, CBS News, London.
The Minnesota Twins have released minor league catcher Derek Bender. Reports say he told opposing batters about pitches that were coming in a game his team lost to miss the playoffs. It said he told teammates he wanted the season to be over. Wall Street, right now the Dow is up 280 points. This is CBS News.
If you're 55 and up, T-Mobile has plans built just for you. Get the savings you want on America's largest 5G network. Visit T-Mobile.com/choice5G and start saving today.
It's better over here. If you're 55 and up, T-Mobile has an exclusive rate plan just for you. Right now, get 2 lines of talk, text, and data for just $30 a line. That's a 45% savings versus Verizon and AT&T. Plus, you can get one of the latest 5G phones free when you add a line. That's right, a free 5G phone. Experience all this and more on America's largest 5G network. So why wait? At T-Mobile, customers 55 and up can get 2 lines of talk, text, and data for only $30 a line. Just go to T-Mobile.com/choice55 or visit your local store to make the switch.
With AutoPay using debit or bank account plus taxes and fees, 45% off 2 lines versus AT&T Starter and Verizon Welcome. Plan benefits vary. Free phones up to $300 off with 24 monthly bill credits and qualifying new line for well-qualified customers plus tax and $35 device connection charge. Contact us before canceling entire account to continue remaining bill credits. Bill credits end if you pay off device early. See details at T-Mobile.com.
It may be the end of the road in the case against a top entertainer.
Justin Timberlake was in another country on tour during his last court date, so he appeared virtually. But today, the 43-year-old is expected to not only show up in person, but to plead guilty in his DWI case. The 43-year-old is accused of driving his new BMW intoxicated on June 18th. The officer says the pop star failed a field sobriety test. His breath smelled of alcohol, and he had bloodshot eyes, which were visible in his mugshot. Timberlake claimed he only had 1 martini. Timberlake's attorney had no comment. Sophia Hall for CBS News, New York.
His family says actor and pro race car driver Chad McQueen has died at 63, perhaps best known for his role in the Karate Kid movies. He's the son of the late Hollywood star Steve McQueen. I'm Steve Kathan, CBS News.
Stream the best of British TV on BritBox. Watch captivating dramas and gripping mysteries, whether it's entire series of massive hits like Sherlock and Vera, new seasons of originals like The Responder, starring international Emmy winner Martin Freeman, or an extraordinary selection of beloved treasures featuring Idris Elba, Jodie Comer, Matthew McFadden, Benedict Cumberbatch, and more. Only on BritBox. Watch with a free trial at BritBox.com.
It's common knowledge that after age 30, our metabolism changes.
I'm Chuck Norris. I tried everything. Working with the human health experts, we came up with Morning Kick.
Morning Kick has probiotics to help you lose weight, prebiotics for digestion, and powerful anti-aging supplements. Go to roundhouseprovisions.com, use code SAVE, or text SAVE to 511-511 and claim 40% off. SAVE to 511-511.
These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Tax fees may apply.
Carroll Buckley.
Everybody's talking about you.
Carroll Buckley.
You're the talk of the town.
Close your eyes.